In the animal kingdom, survival is a constant battle. But sometimes, the fight isn't just about staying alive. It's about settling scores. These are not random attacks or chance encounters. They are calculated, deliberate acts of retribution. Nature's own brand of justice, served cold and without mercy. Some animals don't forgive, and they don't forget. From the depths of the ocean to the heart of the jungle, we've uncovered 10 chilling tales of animals who took revenge on humans. These stories will make you question everything you thought you knew about the creatures we share this planet with. Our journey begins in the confines of a concrete tank, where a captive orca bides its time. For years, it performed tricks for cheering crowds, jumping through hoops and splashing on command. But beneath the surface, a storm was brewing. The orca remembered every command, every punishment, every handler who had ever wronged it. And then, one day, it struck back. In a moment of calculated fury, the massive creature turned on its trainer, dragging them beneath the waves. A reminder that even in captivity, these intelligent beings never truly forget their wild nature. But the desire for vengeance isn't limited to the seas. In the dusty plains of India and the savannas of Africa, elephants have shown a terrifying capacity for retribution. Entire villages have felt the wrath of these gentle giants turned destroyers. In one haunting case, a herd watched helplessly as poachers gunned down their matriarch. Months later, they returned. Buildings were flattened, crops destroyed, and the very earth seemed to tremble beneath their thunderous steps. It was as if the spirits of their fallen kin guided their trunks and tusks, exacting a price in blood and terror. High above the carnage, perched on telephone wires and tree branches, another vengeful creature watches and waits. The crow, with its beady eyes and ink-black feathers, possesses an uncanny ability to remember faces. Researchers have discovered that these birds can hold grudges for years, recognizing individuals who have wronged them long after the initial slight. Even more chilling, they pass this knowledge on to their offspring and flockmates, creating a generational vendetta against specific humans. A single misplaced stone or careless shout could mark you for life in the eyes of these feathered phantoms. But perhaps the most unsettling tales of animal revenge come from our closest relatives in the animal kingdom. Chimpanzees, with their eerily human-like expressions and problem-solving skills, have orchestrated elaborate escapes from captivity. In one hair-raising incident, a group of abused chimps in a research facility plotted their breakout for weeks. They observed their captors, learned the patterns of the locks, and waited for the perfect moment. When they finally made their move, it wasn't just about freedom. They sought out specific staff members who had mistreated them, unleashing years of pent-up rage in a terrifying display of strength and cunning. Nature's retribution isn't always so dramatic, however. Sometimes it comes in the form of a single deadly encounter. Take the case of the buffalo and the poacher. The hunter had wounded the massive beast during an illegal expedition, leaving it to suffer in the African bush. But fate had other plans. Days later, the same buffalo emerged from the tall grass, its eyes locked on its former tormentor. With a single devastating charge, the tables were turned. The hunter became the hunted, gored by the very animal he had tried to claim as a trophy. Even in the sterile confines of a laboratory, the desire for payback can manifest in unexpected ways. Octopuses, those 8-armed marvels of the deep, have shown a surprising capacity for holding grudges. Researchers have reported incidents where these intelligent cephalopods would deliberately squirt jets of water at specific staff members they disliked. It wasn't random mischief. It was targeted, repetitive behavior aimed at individuals who had annoyed or disturbed them. A reminder that even creatures so alien to us can harbor very human-like resentments. In the dense jungles of Asia, another predator stalks with vengeance in its heart. A leopard, sleek and silent, moves through the underbrush with deadly purpose. This is no ordinary hunt. This big cat is tracking a specific scent, following it for days across miles of treacherous terrain. At the end of the trail waits a hunter, the very man who had wounded the leopard on a previous expedition. The tables have turned, and now it's the human who finds himself in the crosshairs of nature's wrath. But perhaps no tale of animal revenge is as chilling as that of the tiger. In India, a poacher thought he had escaped with his life after wounding a massive Bengal tiger. He retreated to his village, believing the danger had passed. But the tiger had other plans. For days, it tracked the man's scent, covering over 20 miles of difficult terrain. When it finally reached the village, there was no mistaking its target. The tiger bypassed other potential victims, focused solely on the man who had dared to harm it. In one terrifying moment, years of evolutionary instinct and raw fury converged, leaving behind a stark reminder of nature's capacity for retribution. Not all tales of animal revenge come from the wild, however. Sometimes, the most shocking incidents occur right in our own backyards. In a small desert town, a man known for his cruel treatment of animals learned a harsh lesson from the most unlikely of sources, his own camel. For months, tension had been building between the man and the beast he thought he had broken. Then, one scorching afternoon, something snapped. The camel, pushed beyond its limits, turned on its tormentor. Witnesses described a scene of utter chaos as the massive animal trampled its abuser, years of mistreatment fueling each thunderous step. Our final tale takes us back to the open ocean, where a pod of dolphins reminds us that revenge can be a coordinated effort. These intelligent marine mammals, known for their playful nature, showed a darker side when confronted with boats that had harmed members of their family. Eyewitnesses reported seeing groups of dolphins working in tandem to capsize small vessels, targeting only those that had previously caused injury to their pod. It was a chilling display of communication and strategy, proving that even the most beloved creatures in nature's kingdom are capable of exacting a terrible price when provoked. As we reflect on these 10 tales of animal retribution, one thing becomes abundantly clear. Revenge isn't just a human concept. In the vast tapestry of nature, memory can be a powerful and deadly force. These stories serve as a stark reminder that we are not the only beings on this planet capable of holding grudges, planning retaliation, or seeking justice for perceived wrongs. The next time you encounter a wild animal, remember, it may be more than just instinct driving its actions. Behind those eyes could lie a complex web of memories, emotions, and motivations we're only beginning to understand. So we leave you with this question to ponder. Do animals truly understand the concept of revenge? Or are they simply highly intelligent survivors, reacting to threats in the only way they know how? The line between vengeance and self-preservation may be blurrier than we think. Do animals understand revenge? Or is it just instinct? Comment your thoughts below. And remember, in the wild, every action has a consequence. Sometimes those consequences have teeth, claws, and a very long memory.